Jennifer on the spot, and we're going to jump into financial aid. And I think this is an exciting topic for everyone. But Jennifer, if you want to talk it out while I get myself situated on my side.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'd like to thank the other presenters. They do a grand job. If you know me, and I know some of you do know me, I'm very low-key, low-tech. So in my presentation, what I'm going to do today is really just give an update as to where we are in financial aid in our office. So I'm going to be essentially just touching upon three little things. I'm going to be touching on where we are in my financial aid office only at Kapi Olani Community College. What students need to know about enrollment. There is something that may be coming in really quickly, very, very quickly. We don't know if it's going to be here or not. So you'll probably be the first ones to hear about it. How to contact us, our contact information. If you don't already know, we have a lot of, within the UH system, everything is self-service. So I am going to start where we are at Kapi olani Community College Financial Aid Office. So my office, during these very busy times, we are dealing, as you know, we're all at home, doing what we need to do at home. But in the financial aid office on all campuses, we're very, very busy because we are working on what's happening with this COVID-19 that is happening on our campuses and are directly affecting our students who are currently enrolled. We're dealing with students who are going to be starting with us in the summer and starting with us in the fall. So right now we have 3 open award years, 3 open terms that we're going to be awarding. And we're in my office, we have 3 people working right now. So myself and 2 of my other staff members. Those 2 people are taking turns working at home and working in the office. I'm primarily in the office, but I have to be home today to take care of some personal business. So since you are all people with our senior years, incoming freshmen, what you need to know right now. Number 1, we have been working on files. We have been sending emails to all of our students since December or before December. We continuously work with our incoming students, be it continuing students or our new students. So we're continuously in email communication with all of those students. Students can easily go to their MyUH to check on their statuses. We have been emailing students to their Hawaii.edu email, letting them know if their applications are completed. Students are able to check their statuses to see if their files are completed. Okay, so number 1, financial aid at Kapi olani Community College has not yet been awarding. Our plan is to hopefully award starting first week of May. We are in the midst of awarding all of those, testing our system so that we can try to award. UH Manoa has already sent out awards. My understanding, Leeward has already sent out their awards. And I believe him in Maui, probably UH Hilo also, and maybe even West Oahu. Kapi olani has not yet, so don't be surprised. Our awards are not there yet. Number 2, because of COVID-19, there are some challenges that students are having across the country. The biggest challenge that we're having right now is students being able to complete what we call the verification of identity. Fortunately, we don't have very many students who are required to verify their identity. But for the incoming 2021 year, we are having challenges because we need to personally verify their identity. So if you know of any students that are in that situation, please have them contact our office. I've already been in touch with one of our students, potential students. He fortunately has been working at other campuses and just put his information on FAFSA for KCC, so I won't be dealing with him directly until next week. Very challenging for us to get that. We are waiting for federal guidance as to how we deal with that. Once we start awarding, we will probably run a report to identify how many students are missing that we're ready to award, and possibly deal with that at that point in time with special notices to those students. That's probably the biggest thing that we have, but this is happening at all campuses. Summer. If your students will be attending summer, they may apply for summer financial aid. Assuming that they have not graduated from high school yet, essentially they cannot receive financial aid until summer session 2, okay, which starts July 6th. To be considered for that, Kapi olani Community College requires students to do the 2019-20 FAFSA, and we also have a summer application available. That application is primarily to let us know that you are coming to summer and you want us to consider you for summer. Summer is a very, very manual process. We hand calculate and look at all students' eligibility requirements. So for incoming freshmen, we will confirm that they did graduate from high school before we actually award them. So that is very key. The only aid that we do have available for students in the summer are federal Pell Grants, if a student is eligible for a Pell Grant, and they will know when they follow their FAFSA. And the other thing is student loans. And as you know, summer's very, very condensed to 6 weeks. And we don't know if we're going to have any in-person classes. I think we'll know in a couple weeks. Otherwise, currently all of our summer courses are online. So students need to be aware of that. If they're not transitioning very well to their courses now, summer might not be a very good option for them. So that's what it is, what it looks like in our office. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about, because this is very new. Okay, so what it is enrollment. So when students are enrolling in classes, what students need to be very aware of is that the coursework that they enroll in must be applicable toward their degree. Now, that is also always an assumption that that will happen, but we do have students who maybe are, they're taking a course that is interesting to them, but is not directly related to their degree. In the past, there was no way that we can find them. Right now, we are testing that. It is being tested. If we catch it, we can easily tell you now, but in July, right now there's a major test happening within the UH system. And what will happen is that students, if they are enrolled in courses that are not directly applicable toward their degree, financial aid will not pay, nor be considered. So if you attended the other sessions of our workshops, you will know that we did a very nice segment in regarding to our new student orientation and our first year experience counselors. It is very important that our students work closely with counselors in ensuring that the coursework that they are enrolled in are directly applicable to a degree, especially if it comes to financial aid. Now, this new system that they're testing, if it goes on, it'll go quickly. Okay, we don't even have the communication as to how we're going to inform students. It's just going to happen. So that is something that this UH system has been working on for a few years, but it's coming to fruition. Hopefully, it'll be working July 1st. It's going to be a headache for us as we try to let students know. Fortunately, most of our counselors are telling our students that you need to be taking coursework toward your degree, and hopefully they're going that way. So that normally doesn't affect many of our students, our incoming freshman students, but it does affect usually our continuing, our returning students. Now, when it comes to registering for classes, as you know, the UH system, and especially the community colleges, you can enroll in any course at any campus. So if students are receiving financial aid, it is very important that students are aware of what we call a concurrent enrollment. Concurrent enrollment is when students are registered at multiple campuses. They may be registered at their home campus class, one course in their home campus and a course at 4 different other campuses. That happens a lot. Especially with the current environment that we're having, it may be happening even more because students may not be able to get the courses that they wish in the format that they want. So for financial aid purposes, and this is for all UH system campuses, all campuses have a concurrent requirement, in which case, if a student is enrolled in at least one course at their home campus, and at some campuses, it's 6 credits, so you have to check by campus. At Kapi Olani Community College, it's just 1 course. Could be 1 credit, has to be at least 1 course. Financial aid is automatically only going to pay for that 1 course or consider that 1 course. So if a student is also enrolled at another UH system campus course, and that course is applicable toward their degree, we may consider that course in their financial aid acknowledgement. So for example, if a student's aid was based on full-time, they're taking 1 course at Kapi olani Community College for 3 credits, and they're taking 9 credits elsewhere, maybe at 3 different campuses. Financial aid is only going to acknowledge and look at that 1 course at the home campus. So it is very important that students physically let the financial aid office know that they are also enrolled at another campus, and let that campus know it by completing a concurrent enrollment form. So at Kapi olani Community College, we do have that form. It is a system form. If you're going to be going to UH Manoa or any of the other 4-year campuses, their requirements are very different from the community colleges. So it's very important that students review that, meet any deadlines. Some campuses have deadlines and some do not. Otherwise, aid will not be awarded appropriately. If a concurrent enrollment is approved, what will happen is we're going to give you aid based on that enrollment level, but the aid will not pay for the tuition at the other institution. Okay? And that's the reason why you will see that the student must complete, read, and sign the form, because there is a statement in there that tells them that that will not happen. Oftentimes we have students, especially our newest students who are doing the concurrent form, they don't read the little details that say that it's not going to pay your tuition. So oftentimes a lot of our students end up having financial obligations because they get their money, financial aid money, and they run. They don't look at their balances to see that they have to use that refund to pay the balances on their account. So just be aware of that. That's very important for our students. So those are normally what our freshman students need to look at. Now, what you see on screen now is what we call our financial aid toolbox. So on the financial aid, in our Paying for College financial aid website, on the very bottom is what we call our financial aid toolbox. And the financial aid toolbox has all the forms that we require, including the concurrent enrollment form that we have. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is self-service. So all students, as I informed you, we do everything through email. All students are able to self-serve themselves by using my UH portal to get everything that they need to do. Now, I believe that Sheldon is put in what we call a cheat sheet, something that I created where students are able to look, kind of gives how to look at my UH when you log in, what to click, and all of different things to see. So you can, number one, students are able to see immediately if their files are completed. If it's not, it'll tell them what forms they need. If it's completed, if it's been awarded, they'll be able to see the financial aid awards and example, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so now we are working in our offices. So currently there are 3 people working in my office. There's normally 2 people in the office at all times. Please give us a call. We are answering phones. We do not, here's the problem that we're having in our office right now. Sounds like at KCC, we are the only ones answering the phone. We may even be the only ones answering the phones at all the different campuses because they call us, we give them an answer, we tell them you have to call that other office, they call us back up and say, that office isn't answering their phones. Well, guess what? We're the financial aid office. I think we're too nice because we try to answer all of our phones all of the time. So we are answering the telephones. We're also very active in reading our emails. So capfao@hawaii.edu, that is read daily. So this, the people that work from home, that's their primary responsibilities. We are very busy. Students are sending us their applications, sending us their completed forms through our CAP-FAO and through our UH file drop services. So we are looking at that daily. I think one day we got 20 summer applications, okay, in one day. So we're very busy. There's somebody in the office printing all the forms down so that we can have it in file once we're in the office. There's someone trying to respond to students as much. I have a great staff, and I also have there my direct number. Okay, so that is my direct line that goes on to my telephone number in my office. If I don't answer the phone, it's because I'm either not on my desk, I'm not in the office, or I'm actually in a meeting. I'm not able to answer my phone. I do get back to my my messages. Since this thing has started, I had like 2 messages left on my, so nobody's actually calling me. And I do get back to my emails. So please contact us. Now, pretty much this is open-ended, so if you have any questions, let me know.
Any
Oh,
questions from
Jennifer,
there you go,
can
Randy.
student, high school graduate, recent graduate, can they, if they get admitted to Kapi olani for fall and they attend summer, can they work on campus during summer as a part-time on-campus worker? I think you're on mute, Jennifer.
I'm sorry. Did someone mute me? So I think we're okay. I don't know. That's a really good question. All jobs are can be found at the hawaii.edu/SECE, SECE site. Students need to, it's my understanding to work on campus, students will have to apply for jobs that way. Normally there is a process to be able to get access to that site, which includes registering. Our HR office handles that, but essentially, if you can get a job and you're enrolled at least half time and you meet all those other requirements, yes, you can work on campus. I don't know how many campus positions there are though on our campus right now, but yes.
Oh, one last question. You know, the Luna Leo Scholars Program, I heard that was extended to May 15th. Would you know, Jennifer, about that deadline?
Sheldon, do you remember what Lavashe had said yesterday about that?
The thing about the Luna Lilo scholars, they're very flexible when it comes to deadlines. And so she didn't share anything, I think, with the larger group about any kind of extension, but I wouldn't hold back on submitting. And so if you have a candidate in mind, just turn it in as soon as you can.
Okay, I got it. Thanks.
Any questions? So the cheat sheet Jennifer was referencing, that was actually the final few slides on her PowerPoint, is actually on the site, our Google site now. And so you can look there, copy it, download it, share with your colleagues. It's all there. Even the PowerPoint that was shared today is also online as we speak. And so I know we did a last minute switch. Jennifer, really appreciate you being flexible.